Welcome friends, you are watching Linux for You YouTube channel and my name is Sushil Sharma and today's topic is RHCSA based exam EX200 based on the latest RHEL, that is how to configure the DHCP server using the DNS mask, right? So what is DNS mask? DNS mask is a lightweight tool that is used for network administrator and system administrator for managing uh, dynamic IP assignment as well as DNS name resolution. So it can act both as a DNS server or a DHCP server. So today we will talk about the DHCP server configuration using DNS mask, and the second thing is how to set the static IP by the help of DNS mask DHCP server. And we will see that how the MAC address is binding in the assigned static IP address, right? So let's go to the Red Hat 10 virtual machine and then we will see how to do that. So now you see this is our RHEL latest virtual machine, and first if you don't have the package of DNS mask you need to install it first. So let's say suppose you don't have, so sudo dnf install DNS mask hyphen y. So if you don't know how to configure the DNF repo, so I have another video for that, so you can see in my playlist if you don't know how to set up DNF. So now you can see DNS, if the DNS mask is already available to you, then we will focus on the configuration. We will focus on the configuration of DNS mask main file, right? So this command I told you to install the DNS mask package, right? And now we will see how to configure, how to edit the main configuration file of the DNS mask, right? Let's see, go to another terminal and now we will edit the main configuration file, right? So what is the main configuration file of the DNS mask? Sudo, we are going to edit it, etc DNS mask dot conf. So this is the main configuration file of the DNS mask. You have to edit it, and you need to note down the lines where we need to edit the main configuration, right? So let's see the first line we have to edit. So first line we will go to line number 167. Let's say go to 167 and you are finding the range here, right? So range is here. So according to your network you can uncomment this line and define the network range of your organization, right? So I am defining my own network range. So here we go. This is the network range, for example, you want to define, right? TLH means 12-hour lease time for DHCP. So I have defined my own range, DHCP range, and 12-hour is the lease time. So you can edit if you want. So this is the first editing, and after that go to another line, and that line is 344. So we are going to the another line 344. Here the DSC option is defined. So you need to define your router IP address, right? So uncomment and define your router. So I am defining here my router IP address, right? So I am defining my router IP address is 192.168.29.1, right? After that, you have to define the another option, and that is option NTP server, right? So here you can see the NTP server is there. So first NTP means time server, time sync server. So uncomment this line and define your NTP server. You can define more than one NTP server also. So I'm defining only one here. So this is my NTP server, right? So you have to define your own. Another time is to edit the DNS server configuration, right? So DNS server configuration you need to edit. So let's define it. In the DHCP option you are seeing here that is written here option 6. So if you want to use the IP version for DNS server, then you need to edit this line. So I am removing 6. Suppose I am using the IP version 6 DNS server, and I am defining the 2 DNS server here, right? So I am defining here first, it is my first DNS server, and after comma this is my another DNS server. So this is the public DNS server of Google. So this way I defined the DNS server, and now you have to define the another line, net mask. So you have to add this line, right? So you have to add here DHCP hyphen option is equal to option net mask. It means subnet mask. So this is the subnet mask line you have to add here, and add your subnet mask here. So it is my subnet mask of my network. So this way I defined router, NTP server, DNS server, and net mask, right? Now we go to 559 line. So just go to 559 line. Here you have to give the authority of to DHCP server. Uncomment this line, remove the hash, right? Now go to another line 106. Here you have to define your interface, right? So interface, what is your interface? You need to know it. So in my case my interface is ENS 160. So this is the interface, and after editing those lines you need to save this file, and after that you have to start the DNS mask service and enable it. So let's start it and enable it, right? So from this command the DNS mask service will be enabled and started right now. So let's see the status of this service. So this is the status of the service. Now it is active and running, right? Now we need to allow the DHCP server in the firewall, right? Suppose you don't know how to configure the firewall, so I have another video for that. So go and see my playlist. So sudo firewall hyphen cmd, and then we have to add a service, and that is DHCP, and in permanent way, hyphen permanent. So this way you have to allow the DHCP service and then reload the firewall. Reload the firewall. After that, if you want to suppose I want to know that my DHCP service is running well or not, right? So let's see the command sudo journal ctl u hyphen u DNS mask and pipeline grep space hyphen I space DHCP. So this command will give you the idea that the DHCP service is going well or not. Now you can see your IP range here. Lease time 12 hours, right? So DNS mask DHCP service is running well. So through this command you can see the status of the DHCP server of DNS mask, right? So this way we have set up within 5 minutes how to set. We have seen how to set the DHCP server by using the DNS mask option, right? Suppose how to test this. So if you want to test this, you have to go to the another machine, another Red Hat machine, and set your NIC on another machine in a DHCP mode. So if you don't know how to set the NIC in DHCP mode, you will need to see my another video for network configuration. So just to go to the another machine and set NIC to the DHCP mode, then this server will give the IP address to that machine. And how to know that how many IP addresses are given by the DHCP service of DNS mask to another machine. So there is another command. If you need to know that this DHCP server have given what IP address to another machine, so note down that. So this is the command where we can see that how many IP addresses are given by this DHCP server to the another machines, right? So that's all. And one more thing, last uh, target is how to give the static IP by this DHCP server. So if we are going to give the static IP address, then you have to do one thing. You have to edit the main configuration file again and add one more entry there. So I'm going to edit the main configuration file of DNS mask again, and here what you need, you should go to end of this file, right? So this is the end of this file, and here you have to insert one line. So DHCP hyphen host, right, is equal to, suppose you need to bind the static IP to a particular machine, so you should know the IP address of that NIC. Suppose this is the MAC address of that machine that I want to give the static IP, right? And After that, you have to specify the IP address. Suppose I want to give this machine the particular IP address. So I am specifying that IP address. So this way you are defining that a machine that has this MAC address should be given a particular specified static IP. So this way you have to add this line at the end of dnsbar.conf main configuration file, right? So this way you need to add this, and after that you have to restart the service once again. So after doing that, you need to restart the service, and then the static IP will be given by the DNS mask DHCP service, right? So this is the way how to give the static IP to the particular machine, right? So I hope, yeah, you are liking this video. If you want that, if you need all of the command I should share with you, you need to do one thing: subscribe my channel, like the videos, and leave your email address in the comment. So I will give you the all commands in the text format email to you, right? So please subscribe and like the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. So tomorrow I will meet you once again with another topic of RHCSA exam that is based on the latest RHEL 10. Thank you.